Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done like a little vlog, I guess, because I wanted to do vlogs that mostly describe what was happening in my life with the current situation. Today is June 4th. Zach has been trying to get a new job, which I shouldn't really be talking about, for a while now because his job really stresses him out. To the point it's actually causing us issues in our relationship. So, he's been trying to get a new job, and he had this opportunity to get this new job, but they just got back with him, saying that he can't get the job unless he has his driver's license. The reason why he does not have his driver's license is because he has been in a lot of car accidents with other people, and ever since he's been kind of anxious about driving himself. So now he has to basically, as quickly as possible, learn how to drive so he can get this one position in this job, because this is the best one he's found so far. So we're stressed about that. Not just that, but today is June 4th. I don't know if I just mentioned that. And today I met my new psychiatrist. She seems nice. And when I say that, she wasn't very talkative, so I really don't know if she's nice. And she just, she gave that look to you, I don't know if I like you also, but that could just be her expression in general. Sorry for the mess. I'm so stressed. I haven't even been taking care of myself. Lately, I haven't been telling you guys, but I've been suffering through some extreme mood swings. It's like my lamotrigine just never happened. And, it's actually, I had to call, this is kind of sad for me to say. I actually had to call the suicide hotline just yesterday because I just felt so depressed. I got scared, and I had to call them. And I had to talk through it. Luckily, it was the day before my psychiatrist appointment, because then I was able to tell her. And I'm being put on different stuff. I'm being put on Abilify again. Back on number 2 milligrams. She's starting me small so I can warm up to it again, because I'm also seeing things again. And I am also being put. Abilify is she said it's also a mood stabilizer. That's what she told me. She's using it as a mood stabilizer and an antipsychotic. She's putting me on Prozac. Now, I originally was given Prozac for my anxiety at one point, but I never used it because I started using CBD for my anxiety instead. I heard just horrible things about Prozac, horrible things about it. I guess I have to try it now. She said you should just try it anyways, get a feel for it. Not everyone's experience is good, bad, and, it's such an old drug now that they pretty much, figured this stuff out, and, doesn't make me feel better about it, but I guess I have to do it anyways. I have to get off of lamotrigine, though, and I have to wean off of it because of whatever reason. And there is another reason why I'm actually getting taken off of lamotrigine, other than it's not working anymore, is I've been getting hives ever since I started it. And I haven't talked about it because I just thought maybe it'll go away. But no, I have actually, when I first got lamotrigine back, when I first started seeing my psychiatrist, I think it was in July. I was put on 100 originally, and then my stomach got all itchy, and I had hives all over my stomach, and I had that going on for 2 weeks, and then it went away, and then it came back after 2 weeks. And then I was bumped up to 200 because of my anxiety thing I was going through. And when I was bumped up, my legs were getting super itchy. My legs became covered in hives and everything. And then it went away, and then came back and went away. That type of situation. And then I was put back down to 125. But 125 was actually doing good for a couple of months, until suddenly my hands and my feet started getting covered in hives. I thought maybe I'm just getting allergic to something. But there's nothing that I was taking or drinking or using during those time periods that I would have gotten it and gotten the hives from somewhere else. So we're almost 100% sure it's from lamotrigine. I mean, I even got, you can see some redness. That's some of the hives I got on there. It was covered. My hands were covered just the other day. Covered. I was working, and I had my hands clenched the entire time I was working because it itched so much. I had to prevent myself from itching them because it hurt every time I itched. And it was bad. So we're going through a lot of stress right now. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now. I'm trying my best to get videos up, but I'm having no time whatsoever to put them up. Not because, I don't have any time because I'm busy. Is when I'm not busy, I'm having episodes. I'm having extreme bad mood swing episodes, and it's keeping me from doing anything. And it's getting to the point where I'm actually recording it, in a calendar. I've had an episode today. It was for this reason. It was etc., and whether or not I became suicidal from it. So I'm like trying to track myself now. Like, okay, I gotta figure this shit out. I might be looking for a therapist in the future so I could talk to a therapist about it and have a better diagnosis in the future, because psychiatrists and nursing practitioners, they don't really ask you the questions that you should be asked. I noticed, for example, when you have hallucinations, whether it's auditory or visual or smell, etc., these hallucinations can come from other disorders such as OCD, bipolar, psychotic depression, paranoia disorder, and borderline can also cause it too. But they come in different terms, such as if you have extreme anger, it can suddenly cause hallucinations. If you're in deep depression, it can cause episodes. It really depends on the mood and how often that hallucinations occur. That can depend on what disorder it is. For example, I have my hallucinations at any time randomly. It doesn't matter the emotion that's going on. So that's why they figured it's closer to schizophrenia. If I were to have paranoid hallucinations mostly during depression or anger spells or something like that, or my highs and lows of mania, it could be a bipolar or borderline situation. So they don't ask those type of questions, and it worries me because you're putting me on medications that could affect one disorder when it could be something else. I still think I'm schizophrenic or schizoaffective. I'm not denying that. I just wish they were doing more to figure it out so I have a better diagnosis permanently, so I can get disability and be better taken care of. Because with Zach now going in between jobs because his job is trying to fire him for the stupidest of reasons, we need to make sure that we can afford everything. So I don't know when I will be getting a therapist. I don't know when anything's happening. I just know that we're very, very stressed right now, and I am literally trying not to have panic attacks every fucking day. So I wanted to update you guys. I'll try to put this video probably not even up on a Wednesday, probably whenever I possibly can, so you guys have an idea what's going on. I'm going through stuff right now, guys. If you have any advice on, like, I don't know. We know what we need to do. We need to get him his driver's license. It's still for the future. Even if he doesn't get this job, he has to get another job. It doesn't require him to get a driver's license. He needs his driver's license because if I were to have issues, he needs to drive. Wish us luck. I have like 3 people who are capable of training him right now, but we're trying to figure out the permit situation. Because in Georgia, it's different from Florida, which we're originally from. And when I went to the DMV, the guy said that I could train Zach as long as I had my license on me without a permit. That's what he said. But the pamphlet he gave us says otherwise. I'm like, I don't really know if I believe it right now. So I don't know what's going on. I know that he's studying right now. He said he's gonna really hammer this down. We're probably gonna send him to his logic test. If you finish the logic test, maybe then he gets a permit and then he can really drive with us. But they also said after you take the logic test, you can jump right into the driver's test. Like, you can, that day you can. So that makes me wonder, well, then how were you practicing? Were you just doing it illegally? I mean, you're not questioning things like that. So, yes, I'm kind of happy I'm going back on the Abilify. The Abilify did make me feel a lot better. Especially when I was on 2 milligrams, I was like waking up, I had energy and everything like that, and I was actually not gaining weight. I had gained 10 pounds when I went on the Seroquel. However, when I was bumped up to 5 milligrams, because I was still seeing things and hearing things, I noticed that I was very tired. Like, I did the opposite. I was so tired, I was restless, I was going through some shit. I don't know, maybe if the Lamotrigine is taken off, that it will respond differently to me. Maybe like the 2 medications just acted weirdly together. I don't know, but let's hope so, because I could really use some help right now. I am so tired with life, and I'm actually becoming scared. So wish me luck, guys.